Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you how you can use Microsoft Team channels. So Microsoft Teams is included in Microsoft 365 and it can be used for many different purposes. Personally, I have used Microsoft Teams for educational purposes and I personally think that it is amazing because when you have Microsoft capabilities interlinked, you're able to do so much more throughout the day. You're able to accomplish more and you're just able to ensure that your meetings, your classes, your group studies can happen really easily with different teams. So let's get started with building teams and team channels on Microsoft Teams. First off, I'm navigating into my top left menu and I'm going to open up Microsoft Teams from here. And once I do that, I'm just going to wait for Teams to open up. And I'm just going to wait until this opens up. Now, Microsoft Teams as an individual tool is also available, so you can use that as well. Now, this is what the basic interface on Microsoft Teams looks like. So on the left, you have your activity, then you have your chat, then you have your teams section. Now here I have hidden teams and then my visible teams. Then I have assignments, calls, OneDrive, calendar, planner, Copilot, and more applications. So the first step of creating teams and team channels is obviously to start creating your team. So we're just going to go on ahead and we're going to click on the top right where it says join or create teams. Now, if you click on your channels and teams, you will be able to see a list of all of the teams that you are in and pending invites as well as analytics upon your team. So activity-based metrics are available. Now, from here, we're going to navigate back and we're going to click on join or create team and we're going to create our brand new team. Now you have a few different templates whenever you're building a team. So you can build them from other teams, you can build them from a group, or you can directly start with a basic team. Then within a basic team, I'm just going to use the one channel template, which has one channel within a team. Now, when you have one channel within a team, you can either make this a private or a public team. So private teams include people that you're going to invite and people need permission to join. Whereas in a public team, anyone that is within your organization can join. Now, I am in a very large organizational plan within Microsoft 365, which basically means that anyone would be able to join my team. Because I don't want that, I'm going to build this as a private team. Let's say this is going to be our entrepreneur group, entrepreneur experiment. And you can click on customize channels and rename your channels, but I'm just going to click on done and then I'm just going to click on create. Once I do that, I will have one default channel within this team. So we're just going to wait until this has been created and then we can invite our people. So once our team is created, we are going to proceed. And I'm just going to wait for nice work. And now we have our brand new team ready. Now I can add members. I can type in their names or I can directly type in their email addresses if I want. So I'm just going to type in any members from my organization. So keep in mind, I would have to add a member from my organization because if I do not add a member from my organization, I will not be able to add them because this is a organizational team, not a individual plan account. Now within this, I can choose their permissions if I want them to be a member or if I want them to be a owner. So from here, I can choose their permissions and I want them to be a member and I'm just going to click on add and we can add those members over here. We're going to wait a couple of seconds for the member to be added. And just like that, we have our basic team. Now within your team, you have one general channel. Now within this, you can click on edit and you can edit the basics of this channel and you can click on add channel. Now, what's the purpose of creating multiple different channels within one team? Because wouldn't, all the members be the same? Well, different channels can be for discussion of different things. So let's say this is going to be a ideas channel and you can make different permissions for channels. So you can invite specific people on the team to have access. You can invite everyone on the team if you want to share to people on your teams or in your organization to have access where they don't have access to the team, but they are able to join certain channels within the team space. I want to make this private and let's say this channel is going to be related to the finances. And I'm just going to click on create over here and right now it is adding my channel. And I'm just going to wait until this is created. And just like so, I can add members to my finances channel as well. I'm going to skip this. And from here, I can start a post and I can start conversing. Now, when you build these private channels, they will have this lock icon and they won't appear to any members that are not a part of the channel. So any members that are not included will not be able to see that this channel does exist. Now, above that, you have your general channels. And keep in mind, when you post something in your general channel or any public channel, such as any files or anything else, it will be shared. But if I post something, I post a file over here, then it's not going to be shared to the entire team. It's going to remain private. Not only are you able to create these simple team channels, but you can start meetings from the top right. And you can meet now or schedule a meeting, and all the people included in the channel will be invited. So if I want a meeting with only the members within my finance access, I can go into finances, click on meeting, and I can get started with a meeting right away. We're gonna not allow this for now, and you can, create your meeting. On the top right, you will see other options where you can find different pieces of information within your channel. So if you had a conversation in your channel, you can search for that. You can also view channel notifications, pins, and also hide certain things. Then you also have your channel management. So if you want to delete it, if you want to edit information within this, so if you want to change the title, you can do that from there. And then within that, you also have email addresses and you can add more members. You can even create a channel link, which means that anyone has a link to the channel is able to join. You can also manage tags and build workflows within your channel. So you can set a workflow to set up, different tasks that are being accomplished. Not only that, but you can integrate other applications within your channel as well as use calendars for better management. So if you go into apps, and we're just gonna do this, we're going to refresh our teams. Then I'll show you guys the app directory that you have access to, which is a huge app directory that you get access to. So you guys can see over here, you can click on the plus icon and you have several different app recommendations that they recommend. Now from here, you guys can select whatever you want. So let's say I want to include a whiteboard, and I can add this, I can post about this as well, like so. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out other videos. And if you feel like some other video might be helpful to someone else, make sure to share our videos with your friends and family as well. And if you find that there is something missing, I will try to figure out a way to integrate more accurate content according to your needs onto the channel. So make sure to tell me if you find anything missing. So that was it for today. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.